Hi all, I'm Dr. Sujia, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Application at Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Today the lecture series video I am going to discuss is about the traffic light using Arduino UNO board using Tinkercad. So before going directly to the topic, let's have a crisp description about Tinkercad. Tinkercad is a free web-based 3D modeling and it's an electronic stimulated tool and it has been developed by the Autodesk. It is basically designed for the beginners who learn the basics of 3D design, electronics and coding. And it is a free web-based application and it can be designed for 3D modeling. And the key features of Tinkercad, as discussed in the previous slide, it is used for three-dimensional design, electronic stimulation, code blocks, and Arduino integration, circuit designing, exporting 3D printing. So before discussing about the traffic light using Arduino UNO board in Tinkercad, basically in the real-time scenario, the traffic light works basically with three lights, that is red, yellow and green. So red is to wait, yellow is to wait, red is to stop for a minute, and green is to make the vehicles active and it will be in the moving status. So this is how an traffic light in a real-time scenario works, where this can be implemented using an Arduino board and using the Tinkercad. So what are the requirements for designing this traffic light is one is the Arduino board and next is 3 LED. As discussed, the traffic light consists of 3 lights. So here this 3 lights is applied in the case of LED. One is green and next is red and then is yellow. So we need 3 LED bulbs and then we have 3 resistors. As we take 3 LED bulbs, we need 3 resistors for connecting it, and then we need jumping wires. So the resistors, LED and Arduino has to be connected together to integrate it as a traffic light. So we need jumping wires. So what is the procedure is, we take an Arduino board and it should be placed in the working environment and 3 LED bulbs has to be placed, and for this 3 LED bulbs we need 3 resistors and this has to be placed above the Arduino UNO board. And next we have to connect the cathode of this 3 LED bulb to the ground of the Arduino. So in every of the connections using Tinkercad or by IoT applications, one connections will be given to the GND, that is ground. And then the next step is we have to connect the anode of the LED to terminal 2 of the resistors. So all the anode of the LED has to be connected to the resistors, and then connect the terminal 1 of the resistors to one of the digital input that is being placed in the Arduino. And next we have to repeat these steps for other 2 LEDs. The same step has to be done for all these 3 bulbs, LED bulbs. And once this setup has been done, that is integrating the Arduino with LED, resistors and jumping wires, once it has been done, then we switch over to the coding part. So this is what I have explained here. We have kept an Arduino board which is indicated in blue color, and then we have 3 resistors which is being placed in the middle of the Arduino board and the jumping wires, and this bulbs which indicates the LED bulb. So we have taken 3 bulbs, that is one is red, next is yellow and then green. So one of the terminal of the LED bulb is being connected to one top end of the resistor, and these 3 terminals of the resistors is being connected to the Arduino board, which is indicated by red, blue, green jumping wires. So once when we set up connection, there should be a difference. So if we have mentioned with same colors, like every of the jumping wires is mentioned in red or mentioned in yellow or mentioned in green, there will be a great confusion which wire is being connected to which LED bulb. So in such a case, for red we have to change the color of the wire, that is jumping wire, to red, and then if it is connected to yellow we have to change the color of the jumping wire to yellow, and then likewise for green we have to change the color of the jumping wires to green. So only then we can find out easily and which point in the LED it is being connected. So this green, yellow, red, which is being connected to the Arduino board, the values that is being connected has to be mentioned in the coding part that we'll be seeing in the next slide. And you see that all these terminal of the LEDs have been connected together, and which has been indicated by black, which is clearly shown in the diagram, where the left end of the red LED, the left end of the yellow LED and green LED all is being connected with jumping wires, which is mentioned in black, and finally it is being connected to GND. As discussed, GND plays a major role in this Arduino board. So all these three connections have been connected to the GND, and the other has been connected to the resistor, so which is explained in the previous procedure. So this is where we concentrate on the coding part. So in the real-time scenario, when we talk about the traffic light, we have to mention some waiting seconds for each of the bulb to get active. In case if red is active, other yellow and green has to be disabled, and in case of yellow is active, we have to make the other LED bulbs to be disabled, and when green is active, the other two bulbs has to be disabled. So this particular thing has been given in this coding part. So high means it is said to be active, low means it is said to be inactive. And the wait, which is mentioned as 21212, is the waiting time for each of the LED bulb. So when we wait in the traffic, when it is in the red, it will take at least 5 seconds or 10 seconds, it depends upon the traffic. We'll be waiting for 10 seconds. So that 10 seconds of the waiting minute has to be mentioned in the coding part, wait. And then once the green light is off, it has to be disabled. So this is what is given in the sample Arduino coding part, where the pin 13 is set to be high, and next the 13 is set to be low. So this is how, so this is a sample coding where 13, 14, 15, we can take the coding part as 13, 14, 15, and when one point is set to high, the other has to be set to low. When other is set to high, the other two lights has to be set to low. And mainly we have to concentrate on the waiting time and the disability and enability. Yeah. So thank you.